Good Monday morning. This is 106.1 KYVZ. Joe Vazurek visiting with meteorologist Chris Schramek at Decision Weather Now, as well as America's Weather Streaming Channel. Chris, some thunderstorms over the last few days. Looks like today, hot and very windy across the high plains.
Yeah, Joe, we have all kinds of weather in the forecast for today. And like you said, we're going to recap some of the activity starting on Friday evening through yesterday evening, where we had some scattered storms roll through the area. We were expecting a little bit of severe weather. We had some, but that was mainly to the south of I-70. We had some in Gove and Logan County, and then we had a tornado warning that actually popped up for the Oberlin area as that gust front ruled through here. So we've seen lots of wind with that. We had some damage in Norcator from either a gustnado or straight line wind, or maybe a small tornado in some of those areas around Oberlin and Norcator. As far as rainfall went, we got kind of scattered as it came across the four counties in northwestern Kansas, where it ranged anywhere from, out there around the McDonald area to the Bird City. We got maybe a half inch to 60 hundredths. There were some isolated reports of that between Goodland and Brewster. Everywhere in between was just about 10 points to 0 to a quarter to half inch. And then when you got up into northeast Colorado, that's where you saw the 2 and 3 inch rains. And then we had some 1 to 2 inch rains, like we said, in Gove, Logan counties, and then off to the east in Decatur, Norton, and Phillips County. Then over the weekend, we had one isolated cell that had some severe weather in it around McCook last night. And then we're looking at today. The potential is later this afternoon, evening, same area along that Kansas-Nebraska border north. We could have some severe weather here late this afternoon and evening. And then tomorrow we'll have a front that'll go through later in the afternoon, towards evening, probably after that 3-4 o'clock, and that could have a line of severe weather with it as well. Right now, that looks like it'll track through from Norton to Leota, and east and south of that is the main threat. Then as it rotates through overnight and Wednesday, that rain will wrap around, and we'll get some good moisture, it looks like, across the entire area during the overnight hours and during the day on Wednesday. So out here this afternoon, ahead of that, we had triple-digit heat yesterday. We're going near triple-digit heat today, and that's going to also be combined with a lee side low pressure and gusty south winds. We've already got them blowing 20 to 30 miles per hour. They'll increase through the afternoon to 40, and then our gusts late this afternoon, evening, and overnight will be up there to 50 to 65 miles per hour. So there is a high wind watch in place for that to potentially become a warning here later this evening and overnight. With those kind of winds and the temperatures up there near in triple digits, it's not going to be a pleasant day out there. And if we do got that warning this evening and overnight, there's going to be travel concerns on those east-west highways of blowing vehicles around and the potential for low visibilities with blowing dust. And then as we go to tomorrow, it'll be cooler as that front comes through. We're talking a high between 80 and 85. Overnight lows will drop to around lower 50s. And then Wednesday, we may only be talking a high temperature in the lower to mid 60s. So we could see a 40-degree temperature drop going from today to Wednesday. So that does mean some weather activity. So we'll keep an eye on that. Thursday, Friday, and over the weekend, the westerly flow still remains active. Could see diurnal late afternoon, evening storms continuing, isolated and more scattered. Then temperatures will go back into the 80s Thursday, Friday, 90s over the weekend, and then the extended forecast for next week is looking a little bit drier. We'll still have the isolated storms in the forecast, but it looks like it could get hot and dry to end the month.
Once again, that's Ag meteorologist Chris Schramek at Decision Weather in Atwood, Kansas, as well as America's Weather Streaming Channel for 106.1 KYVZ. I'm Joe Vazurek.